Everyone, I hope you all are fine and healthy. I am Miss Harpreet Kaur. Welcome you all to RKP online classes. Today in this video, I am going to start chapter number 1, that is learning about maps. Chapter number 1 of your book, that is learning about maps. Students, as we have studied during bridge course that what exactly direction is, map, globe, and what's the difference between map and globe. But in today's video lecture, what we are going to cover, we will learn more about maps, globes, the difference between them, directions, scales, region. These all topics we will cover in chapter number 1. So first, before starting this chapter, I want to ask one question from you. Students, do you know on which planet we live? Yes, we live on Earth planet. We live on Earth planet, which we call as a blue planet. Why blue planet? Because approx 71% of the earth is covered with water and 29% of the earth is covered with land. And you know all these things, you have studied also in solar system, that on the earth is the only planet where the life exists, because we need air to breathe, we need food to eat, and we need water to drink, and we get all these things from the earth. On which life exists? Yes, on earth planet life exists. But if I want to see the things on the earth, the land masses, the oceans, am I able to see these things? Yes, I am able to see these things. For this, we need maps and globes. For this, we need two different things. We need two things, that is map, first map, and second globe. If we want to see the places on the earth, if we want to locate the places on the earth, we can find it with the help of the maps and the globes, right? Do you know, students, that maps and globes both help us to locate the places on the earth, because maps and globes both show all the places in a small space. In a small space, maps and globe shows so many things like continents, oceans, countries, states, towns, etc. So many things. Again, I am repeating that maps and globes in a small space shows so many things. Okay. But tell me, if there will be no map, suppose there is no map and globe, can we able to see the places on the earth? Can we able to locate the places on the earth? No. Answer is certainly no. Obviously not. Without the map, we are not able to locate the places on the earth. We wouldn't have known that how our world look like. Okay, that's why map and globes are very important for us in order to locate the places on the earth, in order to find the places on the earth. Now, I'll start with the topic, what exactly map and globe. For this, we need to know what is map and what is globe. Then only we will able to locate the places now. So, what exactly map is? So, first we are going to discuss about the maps. So, our first topic is maps. So, students, first I am going to discuss about what is map. See, map is derived out of the Latin word which means mappa. The map is derived out of the Latin word which means mappa. Here the word mappa means napkin. Here the word mappa means napkin. Students, you all know this, that we can carry the napkin in our pocket with us. If we are traveling from one place to another place, we can keep the napkin in our pocket. Okay, we can carry it any place. Similarly, this map, we can easily keep the map in our pocket. If we are traveling from one place to another place, we can carry the map with us. But the question arises here, what exactly map is? See, map is, it is a drawing of earth or drawing of earth or a part of it. A part of the earth or the drawing of whole earth, entire earth, or a part of it on a flat surface. If we are drawing the earth on a flat surface means paper. On a flat surface here means paper, that is known as map. It is similar to the napkin. That means at the time of traveling we can easily carry the map with us. Now I'll tell you three important terms, terminology related to the map. Now I'm going to discuss three important terminology related to map. That is, here I am writing. First is atlas. Second is cartography. Second is cartography. And third is cartographer. Three important terminology related to the word map. Map maybe meaning is clear to you. It's a drawing of the earth's surface on a paper. That is known as map. And it is similar to the napkin, that we can easily carry it with us at the time of traveling. Now what is atlas? Atlas is a book of maps. A book of maps means collection of maps. Clear? Collection of maps or a book of maps is known as the term atlas. Clear this thing? Second terminology is cartography. Before cartography, I'll tell you what exactly cartographer is. Who is cartographer? See, the person, the one who makes the map. The one who makes the map or the person who makes the map is known as cartographer. Again, I am repeating. The person who makes the map is known as cartographer. And the act of making map, the work of making map is known as cartography. Again I am repeating, atlas is a book of maps, collection of maps. Cartographer is one who makes the map. Cartography, the work of making the maps. Maybe the terminology related to the maps is clear to you. Next, I am going to discuss what are the uses of the maps. Now students, I am going to discuss about the uses of the maps. What are the different uses of the maps? So first use is to find and travel unknown places. As you all know, the tourists also locate the places with the help of maps. The place which we don't know, but if we are going it for the first time, we can easily reach it with the help of the map. Map help us to locate the unknown places. Second use, it shows locations. As I told you, it shows locations on the earth. And without map, as I told you, that without map we wouldn't have known how our country looks like. Without map we won't be able to locate the places on the earth. Third is, it shows more than one kind of the information. What is one kind of the information? As you know that map shows, if map shows the states, towns, cities, it can also show what kind of crops are grown here. That means it shows more than one kind of information. If it is showing the states and towns, it can also show the type of vegetation grown there, the minerals found there, etc. Means more than one kind of information you can see. It shows national and international boundaries. Maps also show the national and international boundary. Take the example of India. It shows the boundary, the neighboring country which is touching the boundary with another country. That means it also shows the boundaries of the national and international. Next is natural features of the earth. We have done in the landforms of the earth, mountains, plains, plateaus, hills, peninsula, island. These all are what? These are the natural features of the earth. We can easily find the natural features of the earth with the help of the map. So I am giving you overview of the map, that if we are traveling to unknown places, we can easily travel if we are having the map with us. If we want to find the locations, we can easily find with the help of map. It shows more than one kind of information too. It shows national and international boundaries also, and also the natural features of the earth. Maybe now the uses of maps are clear to you. But students, the question arises, how do we study a map? You all know that with the help of map, we can locate the places. It shows the national international boundaries of the earth. It shows the natural features of the earth. But the main question arises, how do we study a map? How do we study a map? For studying a map, you need to know about the features of the map. You need to know about the directions of the map. As you all are aware about, there are 4 main directions. The top portion is denoted with by north. The south is the bottom is denoted by south. The right is denoted with east, and the left is denoted with west. But if you want to remember these 4 sides, north, south, east, west, there is a trick to remember. That is 9, 7, 8, wait. There is a trick to remember these 4 directions. And you know this thing, that these directions are also known as cardinal directions. They are also known as cardinal directions. And there is a method through which we can remember these cardinal directions. That is 9, 7, 8, wait. Take the first letter of the word. Here N stands for 9 and N stands for north also. S stands for 7. S is 7. S here south. First letter of the south is S. E 8. E east. W wait. W west. So 9, 7, 8, wait is north, south, east, west. So these are also known as the cardinal direction. We need to know the directions then if we want to study the map.